Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Thursday evening, all. I hope we are all okay. Hope the day's treated us well. Whatever it is that we were up to today, I hope it has treated you well, whether it's work, leisure, whatever. In this video, though, we have got quite an interesting one, really, because I think it's kind of a bit more an explanation for some fans that expected deals to be done so early. So we're talking about what that looks like in terms of deals from the sort of 1st of July onwards. We'll be talking a little bit around Jacob Ramsey. Pardon me. We're also going to be talking this Alexander Isak rumor that has kind of been debunked, and I kind of thought it would be as well. That's kind of the attitude I had in the first video talking about that. And yeah, there's still a little bit more on top of that to talk about. So plenty to talk about, plenty to get into. Just want to say that if you're new and watching this, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. Even Joshua, mate, how are you? Would love Isaac, especially since Newcastle have sell. Yeah, it's not going to happen, mate. Even Spurs, how are you? Could the possibility we have deals done from July 1st? I'd say maybe not July 1st, but early July for sure, Dan, yeah. Even Van Gogh, mate, how are we? Even fellow Spurs faithful, I reckon Gibbs what would fit well into our system and Forest need the cash. Well, evening, Darren. Darren Ferguson. You're not the former manager, the son of Sir Alex, are you? There you go, some ball knowledge for you. But yeah, let's jump in because we've got a lot to talk about in this video. So let's start with the report around sort of July 1st and the deals being sort of done from there. So Alistair Gold said that agents within the game have said that many clubs are waiting until July 1st to make any potential transfer talk to advanced stages in order to make sure transfers go on the next set of financial accounts. And I kind of expected this, I think as much as like the Euros have gotten in the way, and they have, and the Copa America obviously getting in the way, and they both have, and there's nothing wrong with that. I also did think this would be quite a likely thing. Not for all clubs. There's some clubs, obviously, that have to make moves before July 1st to comply with the rules. But there are some people that, they don't really want to sell as much, but, maybe they're up towards the top end of what they should be able to spend. So they've just kind of gone, all right, we'll just wait till July 1st. But, I mean, what I'm saying is, when it comes to, like, Chelsea, for example, this evening, they're pursuing Dewsbury Hall. It's Dewsbury Hall, isn't it? Yeah, the Leicester player. And obviously, I know Maresca's gone there, so obviously he might be a player that wants him. But also, they will be working on deals like that to kind of go through from July 1st onwards. So even though they are in the process of doing these sort of deals, they're trying to make it from July 1st. So therefore, they can it allows to work with FFP. They sold Niakite to Marseille for 20 million. They're also selling Mangala as well. Unfortunately, not as well as my namesake. Nice. Evening, Callum, mate. How are we? I want a new player. A good one. Getting bored now. Well, my first report would probably make you just wait a little bit longer. Hey, Alez, mate. You right? Yeah, I see. Josh was trying to beat me to the Dewsbury Hall. We already know you like Isaac. You've already said it twice. Evening, Ollie, mate. How are we? Yeah, Dragusin, Mickey in the next round. I can't have both of them going through, unfortunately. So there was that maybe adds a bit more context for everyone to sort of remind themselves when it comes to transfers and what to expect. Right, moving on. Jacob Ramsey talk. So Alistair Gold again said that Tottenham Hotspur's interest in midfielder Jacob Ramsey is being driven by technical director Johan Lang, but Unai Emery's side are unlikely to sell the player. Spurs' interest in Ramsey, who has 3 years left on his contract at Villa Park, has not dulled at all despite his injury-hit season. Spurs have inquired again about his availability this month with Villa, although suggestions of a formal offer being made at this point have been played down by various sides. Paul O'Keefe said there was no official bid in theory, but it was chatter. Look, I like Jacob Ramsey. I do. And there was, I think I might have it here potentially. Okay, I don't have it here, but basically they looked at it and said, due to the data system they are working with, they look at Jacob Ramsey as a guy that can play in both 8 roles as well as potentially left wing if necessary. So hence why he can seamlessly fit in. So again, they're using the data system they've been banging on about. So I can get on board with that. Romano said that there was a bid to Aston Villa for the signing, but it was made weeks ago. So, either no bid or there is a bid. Regardless, it's not close to being done, if at all going to be happening. Because Dan Kilpatrick said that Spurs are weighing up an improved bid for Aston Villa's Jacob Ramsey. The first offer of 20 million plus Giovanni Celso rejected. So some saying there's no bid, some saying there is a bid. You know, you've got Alistair Gold and Paul O'Keefe saying there is no bid. You've got Dan Kilpatrick and Romano saying there is a bid, but it happened a little while ago. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Look, if he's Ange's guy and the data system is showing that this is the right move, then fine, I'm all for it. You know, you did get about George Feeney. God, see, Josh was trying to beat me to the punch on all these things. God, he's an embryo though. Yeah, wow. Yeah, Spurs keep things close to the chest for sure. The big Spurs news of the day is obviously the launch of Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, I just didn't care. Like some people getting up in arms about it, some people quite liking it. I just did not care. I'm sorry. I have a dog. I love my dog, but I just do not care. Not obviously. I'm happy for you guys to talk about it. It's not, you know, I haven't got a big deal about, you know, us people wanting to talk about it. But in terms of, you know, when Spurs put it out, you weren't going to have me liking the posts and things like that. Is Isak coming? No, Rec. No, he's not. And even to you, mate, you're right. Ali G is not always right though. True. So then again, you know, neither is Paul O'Keefe, neither Romano, Ornstein. Ornstein is near enough always right. Although he was a bit wrong on the Porro deal, he is normally pretty spot on. If he says something, you sit up and take notice. You know, it's a dog's life. It's a hard life for us. Yeah, especially us. Ange Postapuglu. Yeah, that is awful. That's awful, Ollie, mate. Ollie, mate, you're like 16. You shouldn't be saying things like that. So there was that on Jacob Ramsey. I want to talk about this one that I just saw a few minutes ago. Give Me Sport have said that newly promoted Championship side Oxford United are interested in signing Jamie Donley on loan. Wow. Okay. I mean, for me, are they going to play good enough football? Because Donley is not a guy I would expect to sit back in low lines and things like that. I want if Donley's going out on loan, which I don't mind if he does. He goes out on, he's got to go to a team that's going to get on the ball, he's going to knock it around, you know. I'm not expecting him to be at Leeds United, but I do think he, you know, needs to be at a club that is half decent. I'm just turning on my fan because I'm quite warm. How long do you think Ange's going to be at the club? No idea, but I expect a while. That'd be a great loan move, but don't watch Oxford. Yeah, that's the thing, because they're newly promoted as well. You know, it's always that worry, can they handle the Championship? Look, we've got a lot of players who have got a lot of interest from Championship. Soonset Bell, Donley. You can in theory say Phillips, probably you can throw in there. Devine, Lancashire, Scarlett probably has interest. You know, there's a lot of players we have of interest in the Championship. It's about making sure we send them to the right clubs. Don't just send them out for the sake of it. You know, it's not like FIFA career mode where you just send them and they're going to get developed anyway. It's not like that. This is real life. This is serious. So there was that. Right, I want to talk about this one, which I was so happy to read because I've talked about Radu Dragusin's agent spouting nonsense, being a bit of a pain in the backside. And Dragusin has talked himself, which is quite nice. He was talking about his big year, his transfer to Spurs in Euro 24. He said, it's a season that has gone very well so far. I intend to continue my journey with Romania. I certainly grew a lot. I went to Tottenham where it's another world where you just have to learn, but I want to grow further and achieve higher goals. He said, in terms of Europe, he said, it's what I wanted. My goal was to reach the highest levels of football. I want to do the best and I can to achieve that. I'm loving those quotes, to be honest. It was nice to hear it from, you know, they were saying the horse's mouth. It's always nice to hear something from the horse's mouth over an agent. And I look, his agent does a fantastic job for him. He keeps his name in the public. He keeps the public talking about him in terms of Dragusin. But sometimes it's nice for the player to kind of come out and goes, I'm happy where I am. I've had a great season. You know, next season, knuckle down a bit further. I'm loving that attitude. And look, everyone knows I want Romania to do well in this Euro. So unfortunately, Mickey, I do kind of want Romania to beat Holland. And that's not because of England's run to the Euros final. I just love Romania. I love the story of their journey here. You know, I'm all for Romania doing well. So, hopefully Romania do well. But it was nice for once not to have his agent, what is it, Florin Manny or whatever his name is, just spouting nonsense. I hear from him more than I hear from Dragusin, and that I just don't like. Phillips likely to be a part of the plans of the coming season. He'll have a chance in pre-season for sure. Like a lot of the youngsters will have a chance in pre-season. Maybe the Hotspur thing is a clue we're back into Martin Terrier. Oh, awful, Callum. That is awful. Big up, Andy. Another day nearer getting a signing. That's it, Simon. That's the beautiful thing. Let's be positive about it. It is another day closer to a signing, and I think July 1st, I think there might be a bit of a, maybe not July 1st, maybe 2nd or 3rd, something like that. I think there'll be quite a few signings going through for teams obviously wanting to make sure the books are all balancing, Holland will destroy them. I think Holland will probably win, but I want Romania to win because I just love Dragusin and their story, If Van de Ven doesn't start against Romania, I want Romania to win. But if he does start, do you want Holland to win? Slovakia winning 1-0 on the 30th. I would have no shock about that. Just, you know what I mean? I'm numb to it all. Van de Ven. What about Van de Ven? Hey, James, mate, how are we? You all right? Hope the day's treated you bloody well. I want to talk about this one. Twitter's a wonderful space at times, and I think we can all get a laugh about things, which, by the way, in the description below, you'll see my Twitter and Instagram and my second channel. Please, if you are on them, give us a follow and everything. And I saw United Ellis, I think it is. It's got 176,000 followers on its Twitter. And he quote tweeted something and he said, Christian Romero, Ezri Konsa. I feel like Romero would be a statement signing for Ineos and we could give them Lindelof in exchange, seeing as all the Premier League clubs are doing that now. Okay, well, I don't want Lindelof at all. So you're going to have to pay even more money on top for us to take Lindelof. 200 million? Like, when we as England fans, I think our attitude towards we got the easier draw, it's quite arrogant to think that we are good enough to just deal with teams whenever, right? There's another breed when it comes to club football, the arrogance some people have. The fact that he would move from a team who finished 5th to, what do they finish, 8th? He's going to go to a team that is, and I'll put this nicely, rubbish. Play some awful football for the Ten Hag and everyone say we've got a brilliant brand of football. I've never seen any brand of football other than what are we doing? Pray that Rashford does something special. He's not moving there. He's not. Ineos have to sell before they buy. So if they think they're giving us Lindelof plus 50 million, you've got another thing coming. You'll get your phone number blocked if you did that. You get your email address. Yeah, they'd report it for phishing. On the email Outlook, you can report phishing because you think it's a spam email, it's a dodgy email. That's what Daniel Levy would do. You go, that looks dodgy. I'm reporting that for phishing. Some people are just deluded. Will Ramsey happen? I'm going to say no. Our side of the bracket brings Italia 90 vibes if we pick up form. Ollie, mate, you're so young to be talking Italia 90. Even I wasn't born for Italia 90, and I'm way older than you, bud. More chance of Gordon Ramsay. We'd never give United Romero. Like, come on now. I thought I'd just bring this in for a bit more of a laugh and a bit more of a joke with you guys because dumb as SH1T, if you know what I mean. I just came in late, Andy, ranting about arrogance. What's happening? Arrogant Man United fans thinking they are Man United of 20 years ago. How are you, Shumsy, mate? You all right? Hope the day is going well for you out in Florida. It's been really... Do you know what, lads? I'm just looking at something really quickly, and I'll talk about it in a second. But I'll tell you what, one thing before I talk about it is I absolutely have been so bored today without the football. So bored without the football. Oh, careful. Careful. I've just seen a report on Jota. Careful before I get my head taken off by that kid again. No, you don't know football. Jota's the world's best player. All right, chill out, mate. Good Lord. That's so bait. He's going to say I was talking about you. Nah. Not throwing anyone under the bus. Not throwing anyone under the bus. When Van de Ven came into the game, Netherlands scored 2 goals. Van de Ven looked like a winger running at Austria. Nice. Wow. you could put Virgil van Dijk at right centre back. You could put Nathan Ake at left centre back. You could put Van der Ven at left back, but he plays Stefan de Vrij, so it's not my issue. That is Netherlands' issue. Though I only football tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Or is it Saturday? I thought it was Saturday. Don't do this to me, Joshua, because if it is Saturday, you and me outside were scrapping. No, it's Saturday, right? You and me outside now, Joshua. We're scrapping. You and me outside. Not having that. Will Calafiori happen? I'm going to talk about him in a second, but I'm going to say unlikely. Josh guys rushing to the stream. Yeah, keyboard warrior like this. Oh, you don't know football because you're ignoring my comments because I've abused this comment box for the last 10 minutes saying that Jota's the best player in the world. Freak. He's not been in the chat forever. Yeah, because he was Jota in disguise, wasn't it? Oh no, it's Saturday. I thought it was Friday today. No, too late, Joshua. You and me outside. I'm not having that. You got my hopes up for a quick second, and then you dashed them all. That's it. Any new links? Technically, I'm going to talk about the Isak one, but it's not really a link. Jacob Ramsey. That's the new link. It's all good, Joshua. I'll let you off. I was only cracking a joke. So gonna get Jota off my screen before someone cries at me. Yeah, there's just more people talking about Calafiori in terms of the performances that he has caught the eyes of several Premier League clubs. That's not shocking, I don't think, is it? I don't think anyone's sitting there going, "What? No." Yeah. So what I want to talk about was the Isak thing. So we talked about earlier, there supposedly was a bid for Isak, money plus Richarlison going to Newcastle. And I basically said, not happening. I was quite quick off the mark, not happening. There's nothing in this. And it was debunked by Richarlison himself, which is always nice, but it was also debunked by Paul O'Keefe saying, there's nothing in that. I think he told the person on Twitter, he said, behave. So make of that what you need to. I'm going to turn into the Jota guy for Captain America. Well, I'll say it now, and Van Gogh will back me up here. Screw Christian Pulisic. Right, let's have it. Come on then, let's go. As a potential breaking down, not at the moment. They Spurs still want Eze, and they find his release caused an issue. There's nothing brand new on that. Couldn't believe they wanted 130 million. It's because they want to sell other players, but not they want to sell like Almiron. They want to sell players like that. They don't want to sell Guimaraes. They don't want to sell Isak, Gordon. They don't want to sell the stars. As it was signed, no worries. Hope so. Bruno Guimaraes' release cause, and I think Guimaraes' release cause has already ended. I thought it was the 24th. But City were talking about Olmo. I don't know if you knew that. Danny Olmo. City have been looking at him again. Pulisic is overrated. Your words, not mine. But I also agree. So what is Christian Pulisic? He's actually LeBron James soccer. Literally awful. Awful. Oh. What's really weird is that you see transfer stories that didn't come to fruition or come to light, but they were for last summer. I just don't care. Spurs need to sign this guy. Don't care. We didn't sign him. Don't care. Just saw that instead of a car, it might have been the Fiorentina keeper. I just don't care. I don't know if Olmo would thrive at City because of what happened to Grealish. Well, what happens with Bernardo Silva? I think Bernardo Silva may change things for City in such a way. It's like saying Chetri is very curly of football. Just makes no sense. No offense, Shroomsy. I'll make the offense in there, Van Gogh, mate. It's Shroomsy. Make the offense. Hello, such a cold morning. What have I missed? Cold morning in a coma, mate. I've got my fan on next to me. You can't see it, but it's an industrial one. It's quite a big one. Well, we talked about Isak. We talked about agents expecting from 1st of July onwards for deals to be done. We talked about Jacob Ramsey, Calafiori briefly, and I've just answered a few questions about Eze and stuff like that. I feel like Spurs are going to surprise us with a secret signing the same way they did with Bergvall and Timo out of nowhere. Nothing wrong with that. As much as it makes my job a little bit harder, nothing wrong with that. How do you feel towards our game on Sunday? Dreading it, actually. Not looking forward to it, if I'm honest. I was looking forward to every group game, and I was like that deluded boyfriend or girlfriend thinking, no, 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 I know he's toxic. I know he's awful. I know he treats me like rubbish, but he can change. I can change him. And then every single time being let down. I was like that with England, being let down, that I've just kind of gone, look, we play Sunday. I'll, of course, watch it, but I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just not looking forward to the game. Tournament, the real tournament now starts from Saturday, obviously with the first games. But we're gonna play some good teams regardless. We shouldn't be looking at our side of the draw being easy side of the draw. France and Holland butchered their group. Austria topped it for a reason. So we shouldn't be looking at it as, we got the easy draw. There's difficult teams in our side. Italy will give us an issue, So yeah, not looking forward to it. We should win. It's Slovakia. We should win. We should win 3 or 4-0, but we're not going to. We'll scrape through as a 1-0. Southgate will talk about how we're improving, but we're not. Bergvall is so excited. I can't stop jinxing it. Nah, you're not jinxing it, mate. He's excited. He's a talented player. So much hope and potential has been lost this summer due to a lack of transfers. Like I said, Ollie, though, from July 1st onwards, the market really starts to open. Also, you got to think there'll be teams being knocked out of the Euros and stuff like that. So, keep the faith, mate. Keep the faith. I best see a better performance, but I know we won't. Maino has to start, and so should Gordon. Well, Foden supposedly arrives back in Germany today. It was for the birth of his child, but he's back in Germany today. We shall see, is all I'm going to say on that one. That number 7 for Georgia last night looked so good. Don't ask me a name. I can't. I think it had a Villa in the end of his name. His nickname is Kvaradonna. Shakilia, I think is how you pronounce it. I think we're going to sign under the radar Asian striker. People are going to moan and whinge about Levy not spending money, but end of the season, the new striker will score 15, 20 goals competition. We might sign some players that are under the radar. I mean, not exactly a situation where I'd sit here and say they have to be Asian, but I think we'll sign some under the radar players. Whenever I watch Copa America and see the ads where they call us the home of soccer, I laugh. NGL. Oh yeah, we're going to be scrapping over that. We might be rubbish, okay? We might be rubbish, England, but we sure as hell created things. All right, that's all I'm going to say. And at least let us have that. If we're not going to win things, at least let us have that. I guess you call it a trophy. That sounded so 1800s-ish. Van Gogh's coming out and cooking. See, Shroomsy thought I was going to be the one cooking him tonight. It's not. Van Gogh cooked him up an absolute feast. His nickname is Kvaradonna because no one can pronounce his name correctly. Yeah, I mean, I've given it a go. I'm probably in the ballpark, but I've not completely got it down pat. Kvaradonna is the easy way to go about it. So that's what I used to call him on FIFA last year when I was playing with him. 2026 World Cup in America just sounds terrible. They don't even care enough to truly fix a pitch. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be US times as well, isn't it? Oh, I just cannot be asked. Like, I stay up and watch the Patriots and stuff like that. And, I do it because it's a one-off game. But imagine having to do that every day to stay up and watch Romania versus Ukraine again. And don't get me wrong, I would love to, but I haven't got that energy to do so. Oh, and you got to hear commentators call it soccer every 3 seconds. It's the worst. Would you rather have Sudakov or Szymanski? I know the answer is neither, just for the sake. Yeah, well, neither. There you go. If you know the answer, don't ask it. This guy. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? I'm surprised we haven't been linked with many Asian players, considering what Ange did with Celtic. Ange has got a much larger transfer budget, and he's not having to bargain basement hunt. He can spend money now. So, I tell you what, Wolves have agreed a deal for 30 million for someone. I completely missed who it was. Yeah, I missed it. Oh, it was Fabrizio Romano, wasn't it? Hang on, I'll get back up. Who is it they're signing? Celta Vigo for Jorgen Strand Larsen. Interesting. 30 million euro package. Good old Wolves. Have you seen the stuff on the Lamine Yamal? There's no R in Yamal, mate. It's just Yamal. But don't worry about it. Being a Spurs fan growing up, pitching in a Spurs tracksuit, I reckon it was a dare. Someone dared him to wear it, and unfortunately got a pretty important picture of his life. The record time issue is actually huge, you know. I'll have to watch games at 5 a.m. Oh, dude, just cannot. And just got Clint Dempsey going, you don't know where I'm from, dog, and stuff like that. Or it's like, was it DeMarcus Beasley? Oh, just shoot me now. Shoot me now. Oh, I had to get used to UK time for games, so it's fair now. Yeah, but there's more of us here supporting Spurs than you. All right. Although the FIFA enacted that rule, didn't they, that teams can go and play games in foreign countries. I swear to God. Unless they're going to go play at Michigan for that 110,000 seat stadium. Shoot me. We should sign Kvaradona. That kid is fire. He is fire. Very good goal yesterday. Why is your accent so on point? Damn. I'm quite good at accents, mate. It's kind of one thing that I at school perfected, that I managed to, through dares, I could go through a whole class speaking a different accent than my actual accent, and like not like falter with it, you know. Be it an Australian, a Scouse, a French, even, you know, his American accent is not on point. I mean, I am absolutely putting a lot of character in it, you know. And also, it's, you know, Americans have got different dialects, haven't they? You've got, you know, you got your Southerners. You got your. I'm sorry. I mean, I support Boston teams. Boston do something to my English language that I can't understand a word they're saying half the time. I love them, but I can't understand a word they're saying. You got Jersey. You know, you got all sorts of different dialects in America, kind of like England, to be fair. But yeah, there's some parts of America that decide to take the English language and just do this to it and throw it away. And that's where you've lost me. I had bottle water, they reckon we say. Bottle water. Yes, because British people can't use the word water properly. I love it. I love it. Hey, let's walk on the sidewalk. That's a California. Shroomsy, tell me I'm wrong. That's a California girl talking, isn't it? I feel bad for people who learn to copy American accents by watching old cringy California movies. Such a terrible accent. Oh, it's awful. Kombucha on tap. Yeah, that's my stuff. that was perfect for a California girl. Right, but anyway, looking at the rest of the transfer news, there isn't a lot in terms of Spurs now. I think Spurs will be quiet, if I'm honest, probably for another week. Chelsea have interest in Archie Gray as well as Dewsbury Hall. Interesting. I've just seen that. Very interesting. I saw that Brighton were interested in Dewsbury Hall. So there is that. Yeah, you're right, Andy. That's 2009 girl accent lives on the hills of Cali. Yeah, awful. Awful, Shroomsy. Terrible things they are. So yeah, obviously back at tomorrow at 12 o'clock talking Spurs and everything. Don't forget, I always had it here. It was always there, my summer fruit squash. We'll definitely be talking some more chances tomorrow. More of a build-up leading into 1st of July. Obviously, we're on the eve of the knockouts of the Euros, which is exciting. Switzerland, Italy, I believe, is the first game up on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Buzzing for it. Cannot wait to get back to some football. It's only been a day, and I'm already missing it. So yeah, I'll see you all back at 12 p.m. tomorrow, talking some more football. The time of the Spurs would be nice, but would be a fortune. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow at 12. Thanks very much for joining me. Enjoy your evenings, and Shrooms, enjoy the rest of your day, mate. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.